Shall we wait for somebody else for some time? Okay, let me continue now. I just like to welcome everybody to my class. I think this is my second class. Some of you already had joined my class a few days before, and now this is my second class. I'm talking about the significance of English that you are going to deal with in class 11. Class 11 मा जे कुरा पढ्न जाँदैछौ त्यो विषयमा थोरै मात्रामा म तिमीलाई मेरो कन्सेप्ट भन्ने छु र लास्ट टाइम मैले तिमीलाई I think I told you about the significance of management. What is management? I told you about the scope of management. Can we get a job after completing my studies in management? These were some of the issues that we dealt with in the last class, and today I'm moving to a different section, and I'm not sure whether you have already gone through this or not. तिमीले यो भन्दा अगाडिको इंग्लिश क्लासमा यसरी पढ्यौ या पढेनौ म जान्दिन, but I think this will be a bit new to you. So how many of you speak English? Or let me ask you, how many of you are from English school or the school with English background?
I think all of us.
All of us. Okay, then let me tell you. See here. Here is my number, my email address. If you have any confusion, you can make a call to me, or you can also send an email to me, right? We can be in touch. Wait, let me touch my own section. Wait for a while. We can be in touch. So if you like, you can take the screenshot of my slides. Here, my name is Dhan Kumar Shrestha, Bagiswori College. My number is 9841400822, and my email address is there. So you can take the screenshot of this one, and you can also send me email, or you can make a call to me if you have any confusion anywhere. Confusion, even in the context of your career development, or even in the context of your higher education, I will be there guiding you, counseling you. Now, let me talk about the courses that you are going to study in class 11. Mind it, this is not the beginning of the course. This is only a background information. This is only the background information that I'm sharing with you. Compulsory English in class 11. So this is the book. This is the book that you are going to you are going to follow in class 11. And see here, this time you will, means you have credit hour, means there will be 4 credit hour. That means there will be 3 or 4 periods per week. Subject code, you must know the subject code as well. The subject code is ENG003, grade 11. Keep this subject code in the mind, because when you have to fill up your form, there too you must mention the subject code. Or when you have to look at the answer, at the time also, you must look at the subject code. That is why subject code is important. Only mentioning that compulsory English grade 11 is not sufficient, because in any way, everything is noted, everything is coded, or everything is written in code. That is why subject code is important. And look at that. Screen share bhako cha ki chaina? Tell me, everyone.
Bhako cha.
Cha, sir.
All right. And there will be altogether 128 periods according as the course of studies published by NEB. But in our college, there will be more than 128 periods. Periods, हामीले class लिने छौं है. त्यसैले म थोरै briefly तिमीलाई what is English of class 11 त्यो कुरा बताउने प्रयास गर्दैछु अब I don't know how far I will be able to share my views with you. See here. Evaluation scheme. सबैभन्दा पहिला बुक मात्र बुझेर हुँदैन, you must know how your English will be evaluated in class 11. That is important factor. And only after knowing about the evaluation scheme, I think you will be able to prepare yourself well. And mind it, class 11 ko English 90 or 90 above also. It is possible. Grade ma dine bhakole you can secure 4 GPA as well. That is possible. Tara, if you prepare yourself according as the techniques that we deliver to you, or that has been mentioned in your text. First of all, you must know the evaluation criteria that has been finalized by NEB. NEB means the board. I know the board that takes the exam of class 11 and 12. National Examination Board. Okay, here there are two criteria of evaluation. Means there are two ways of evaluating the students in class 11. The first way of evaluation is internal evaluation, and the second one is the external evaluation. तिमीलाई हामीले evaluation गर्दाखेरि दुई तरिकाले या दुईवटा वेबाट हामीले इङ्ग्लिशको evaluation गर्छौं. Means there are okay. Yes, there are two ways of evaluation. I told you the first one is the internal evaluation and the second one is the external evaluation. Internal evaluation carries 25 marks, and these marks will be assigned to you on the basis of your performance. The teachers has the authority to assign you the marks. Teacher le tiमीलाई marks दिनेछन्. And the marks will not be allocated to you at once. There are the provisions for the allocation of the marks as well. त्यो कुरालाई माइन्डमा राख्ने. First of all, see here. If you participate in different activities, just like speaking, reading, writing, and different kinds of presentation that we assign to you, if you participate in such kind of activities, you will be assigned 3 marks. Listening is there. For listening, you will be given 6 marks. Speaking test will be carried out. For that, you will be given 10 marks. And there are different tests. Unit test, terminal test, and achievement test. Means we carry out different kinds of tests, and your participation in the test will also help you to acquire 6 marks. If you calculate, and जम्मा कति छ 25 marks. So हामीले 25 नै दिन सक्छौं if your participation in different activities is very encouraging. र अघिल्लो क्लासेसमा तिमी भन्दा अगाडिको क्लासेसमा हेर्ने हो भने the participation was very encouraging. So we assigned 25 by 25 to many students, and they also succeeded. Many of them also succeeded to acquire 4 by 4 in the internal examination. अब external को हामी हेर्न बाँकी छ. Because you are the second batch of the new course, that is why we must wait for the result of the old batch of class 11 of new course. So the second model. And see here, internal evaluation, man, you must be able to apply 4 different skills. 4 भनेका छन्. However, I have categorized them into 6. तिम्रो बुकको बेसिसबाट हेर्ने भने there are 4 different skills. If you properly apply those 4 different skills of English, you will be assigned 25 marks by the teacher. It means you will be able to acquire 25 marks from the teachers. And see here, 25 marks will be given to you on the basis of your relation with the teacher, your performance in different activities, your relation with the institution as well. Mind it, these are the important factors to acquire 25 marks. I told you ki I'm 25 by 25. The second one is external evaluation. 75 marks exam. This exam will be taken by NEB, nation. NEB will assign you 25 marks, will give you 25 marks if you participate in the exam conducted by NEB. NEB exam there will be, means you will be given questions under 4 different areas: reading, writing, grammar, and vocabulary. Means they will take the test of these 4 areas of skills. First, reading test will be carried out. There will be the passages you must read and you must answer, and you have been doing the same thing since your childhood. School ma dherai palta garyo, अहिले 11 ma pani you are going to do the same thing. Writing also, grammar also, vocabulary. And this test is no different from the test that you attended in class 9, 10, or in junior classes. They are quite similar. They say if you focus sincerely to your studies, context, right? English is quite similar to mathematics. You can easily secure 4 by 4, 100%, 90 or 90 plus. And it is possible. Amra students prove gareka asan. They say you can also do the same thing. Ramalai laksha timeru madhe sabai jana capable cho, and you will be able to secure 4 by 4. 25 from our side and 75 from your side, and this is possible. Writing ma alikati marks up and down hola, there are 90 plus there is jana ko answer. So this is the evaluation criteria that has been designed by the NEB. Next point. And see here, Suruko internal evaluation ma we focus on the focus on your ability to apply 4 different skills. Second ma चाहिँ हामीले language skill तिम्रो कस्तो छ त्यसलाई हामीले चाहिँ check गर्ने हो. Now let me focus on the next portion. Compulsory English के हो त? What is compulsory English? सायद अब कति टिचरले भन्नुभयो भन्नुभएन, I'm not sure about that. हैन, contents management. Class 11 को जुन compulsory English छ, त्यो compulsory English के हो? What are the contents that have been included in the text? You must know that one. Section 1. There are 2 different sections within your book of class 11. Section 1, this is about language development. We focus on language development also. Section 1 is all about language development, and we will focus on 5 different skills which will help you to improve your language, to develop your language. We will learn about listening skills. We will also talk about speaking, reading, writing skills, plus grammar as well. I will briefly talk about these skills later on. यो सकिसके पछाडी थोरै मात्रामा म त्यसको विषयमा डिस्कसन गरौँला. सेक्सन ए मा हाम्रो ल्याङ्ग्वेजको कन्टेक्स्टलाई फोकस गरिएको छ भने there are all together 16 chapters. Section A ma. Now let's talk about section B. Section B is about literary studies, and mind it, English can be improved if you are able to properly apply these 5 skills, and under these 5 skills, reading is one. Reading doesn't mean reading course book of class 11 or a particular class only. Reading refers to a broader meaning. It means reading all kinds of text, either newspapers, or either printed, visual, or every kinds of writings that we see in the market. Pure reading गर्ने context लाई हामी reading भन्छौं. Reading को there are multiple varieties. हैन, visualization लाई पनि हामी reading को एउटा part मा लिन्छौं. Listening is also part of reading. हामीले त्यसलाई लिन सक्छौं. So reading refers to a wider meaning. We are talking I'm trying to talk about literary reading. Literary reading means reading of different literary writings like poetry, plays, prose, fictions. Fictions means stories, short, long stories. Poetry means poems. Plays means dramas. There are 3 dramas. And beside that, we will talk about prose also means as a type of writing. See here, there are altogether 20 different chapters under literary studies. There are 7 short stories, 5 poems, 5 essays, and 3 short dramas. These are the chapters that you are going to read in the English of class 11. If you calculate all the chapters, there are 36 different chapters. Class 10 possibly you have never gone through so many chapters, and here you are going to follow all those chapters. And see here, all these chapters have been kept there or have been included in the course book of class 11 because with the objective of improving your English, with the objective of developing your English. खाली पढेर कोर्स बुक मात्रै पढेर तिम्रो इंग्लिश डेभलपमेन्ट हुँदैन. You must read different kinds of writings. If you read different kinds of writings, you will learn about writing. You will learn about different patterns of writing. You will learn vocabularies, grammars, thought, everything. They say reading is important. And here, तिमीलाई 36 वटा chapters चाहिँ राखिदिएका छन् in class 11 र you must read them sincerely. मैले briefly discussion गरेँ. After that, see ya. Are you listening to me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, some of you are making side talking, so I want you to switch off your mute yourself. So, topic of discussion today, beside giving you some ideas about the course contents of class 11, let me talk about something else. Learning about. Today, we will focus on language development, right? Skills that will help you to develop language, especially English language. Let me talk about the skills that will help you develop your English. There are different skills. The first one is reading skill. Second one is writing skill. Third one is listening skill. Fourth one is speaking skill. Fifth, vocabulary skill. And last one, grammar. If you look at your book, there you will find only 4 different skills. They are reading, writing, listening, and speaking. But I have added 2 more. Without having these 2 more skills, you will not be able to improve your English at all. So before I jump into these skills, can anybody tell me, have you ever gone through these skills anywhere? Yes?
Yes, sir.
तिमीहरु मध्ये कसैले यो स्किल्स को विषयमा कतै पढ्यौ? Anybody? I think you did, but you no longer remember. Compulsory English मा तिमीले अगाडिको कन्टेन्टलाई properly हेरेको भए possibly you could have remembered or you could have learned about these skills. However, can anybody tell me what is reading skill? Let me ask you personally. Kriti Nemafuke. So can you tell me what is reading skill? What should be done to improve our reading? Kriti? Angel? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me what is reading skill? Do you have any ideas about reading skill? How can we improve our reading skills?
By reading books, story.
Have you even read any books that are out of your course book or that were out of your course book?
Yes, sir.
Name some of them.
Essay book.
Essay books. Anybody else? Any other books? Marks for your participation in different activities. Speaking is similar sort of activity. If you speak of in this kind of activity, you will be given marks. But if you don't speak at all, the teacher possibly will not assign you any marks. Mind that. अब भोलि पर्सि तिमीहरु मेरै क्लासमा हुन्छौ, I am not sure about that. कतिजना हुन्छौ कतिजना हुँदैनौ, I don't know exactly. जतिजना हुन्छौ त्यतिजनाको लागि चाहिँ यस्ता चीजहरु थाहा हुनु पर्छ तिमीहरुले. अब हेर, how to improve reading skills? Reading books भनेका छन्. There are different ways of improving your reading skills. See here. First of all, how to improve your reading skill भनेका छौं अथवा how to improve my reading. There are different ways. First of all, if you really want to improve your reading skills, mind that you must read different kinds of texts. मैले अघि पनि बताएँ, if you go to the market, you will find different kinds of texts. जस्तै हामीले बुझेको टेक्स्ट भन्ने बित्तिकै कोर्स बुक भन्ने बुझ्छौं. Reading doesn't mean reading course book only, है. Newspaper, magazines, there are different kinds of novels in the market. There are different kinds of poetry, poems, books about poems, books about dramas, books about essays, right? If you read all those things, अब अहिलेको कन्टेक्स्टमा you don't have to go to different libraries as well. The library is in your pocket. तिम्रो मोबाइल सेटमा लाइब्रेरी कुनै डाउनलोड गर, कुनै कलेजको युनिभर्सिटीको लाइब्रेरी डाउनलोड गर अथवा फ्री लाइब्रेरीजहरु डाउनलोड गर. You can have thousands of books, read them. Some of them are quite useful, some of them are your course book, or many of them are not your course book. I know they can be your references or they cannot be your references, but reading all kinds of books related to different subjects, science, management, humanities, education, azai bhanau, geography, history, politics, economics, there are different kinds of books. Reading them or reading those books will help you to improve your vocabulary, will help you to improve your thoughts, will help you to improve your grammatical patterns, will help you to improve your expressions. ती चीजहरु हामीले सिक्न सक्छौं. त्यसैले you must read different kinds of books. अब मेरो बुकको होइन, that is not necessary. मेरो कोर्स बुक होइन, that is not necessary. Read every kind of book. But while reading books, you must be choosy. र जुन पाए पढ्ने भन्दा पनि choose books on the basis of your interest. जस्तै म लिटरेचरको विद्यार्थी, I read different kinds of novels. पहिला सुरुमा म फिक्सन पढ्थे, अहिले म फिक्सन पढ्दिन, अहिले म फिलोसफीहरु पढ्छु. फिलोसफी मीन्स विभिन्न आइडियाजहरुलाई जेनेरेट गरिएर लेखिएको बुक्सहरु चाहिँ म बढी पढ्छु. पोलिटिकल फिलोसफी, कल्चरल फिलोसफी, होइन, social philosophy. When I was in your age, I used to read novels, romantic novels. I read a lot. र अहिले चाहिँ म ती सबै बुक्सहरु चाहिँ पढ्दिन. मेरो बुकको चोइस, मेरो टेस्ट डिफरेन्ट भएको छ. र I principally, I'm mainly focus on the books written by foreign writers or by some renowned writers of our country. यसरी बुक्सहरु चाहिँ पढ्ने गर्छु. र बुक पढ्दाखेरि I just look at the contents लाई हेरेर पनि म पढ्ने गर्छु. Second method, अघि पनि बताएँ, search, select manage information from various texts. If you अहिले तिमीहरु मध्ये कतिले सिक्या होला पढ्दाखेरि आफ्नो बुकमा अन्डरलाइन गर्ने हाइलाइटर्स युज गर्ने त्यो गरेको छ कि छैन आई एम नट स्योर गरेको होला ती सबै चीज गरेर तिमीले चाहिँ पढ्नु पर्ने हुन्छ यदि त्यसरी तिमीले पढ्यौ भने you will be able to keep the information within yourself and you can apply the information while discussing while writing or while expressing your thought openly anywhere. This context ma the information that you collect from different sources can be applied. Okay, tell me, तिमीहरु मध्ये कति जनाले नोभल पढेका छौ कुन नोभल पढेका छौ? Can anybody tell me? Hello? छैनौ भने अर्को पोइन्टमा हेर आफ्टर रिडिङ खाली पढ्नु मात्रै सक्छौ हैन critically evaluate the content that you find in that text. जस्तै तिमीले एउटा च्याप्टर पढ्नु पर्छ इंग्लिशको फर्स्ट च्याप्टर नै हो मालालाको बारेमा अब तिमीले कति थाहा छ आई एम नट श्योर अबाउट दैट हैन whether you know Malala or not मालालाको बारेमा किन पढ्ने why should we read about Malala who is Malala why is she there in the textbook of class 11 हैन त्यो चीजलाई हेर this will help you to critically evaluate the content this will also help you to develop your critical attitude or critical nature to judge everything critically है त्यो नेचर चाहिँ तिमीमा डेभलप गराउन सक्छ त्यसैले यी चीजहरु हामीलाई आवश्यक छ चौथो पोइन्टमा हेर रिडिङ गरिसकेपछि try to express your ideas म जनरली त्यही गर्छु I tell many of my students हैन म मेरो बुक दिन्छु ती पढिसकेपछि विद्यार्थीहरुलाई म भन्छु write down the paraphrase or write down your impression about the text paraphrase भन्छु कतिपय कन्टेक्स्टमा I tell them to write down the summary sometimes I tell them to write about their impression about the book and many of them try हैन I just read and I just try to give them some suggestion also to my students त्यो काम चाहिँ गर्छु यसरी गर्ने हो भने this will definitely improve your English your reading and अन्तमा रिडिङ गरिसकेपछि communicate your thought राम्रो भन नराम्रो भन for example this book is too good for me too good in what sense why do you think that this book is too good give you some ideas हैन त्यो गर्ने बित्तिकै your creativity will come out you will be able to present your thought openly अब भोलि गएर अर्को बुकमा this book is not good why definitely you try to point out some points just like the story the plot the characters the event presented in the text are not useful for me are not contextual हैन are old fashioned यसरी तिमीले भन्न सक्छौ यो भन्नु नै के हो त you have read and you have tried to present your ideas openly clearly effectively this is how you can improve your reading now can you have you ever written anything now I'm jumping to the second skill that skill is writing skill तिमीहरु मध्ये कति जनाले राइटिङ गरेका छौ beside your exam writing have you ever tried to write down essay freely have you ever tried to write down poetry have you ever tried to write down stories or have you ever tried to write down dramas तिमीहरु मध्ये कसैले गरेका छौ can anybody tell me hello
Yes, sir.
so what have you done what have you written
Is
essay
drama.
drama what was the title of your drama that you did
The army.
the army can you tell us the plot of that drama some points about the drama that you have written because this is a ground for sharing
That was in Nepali.
it's okay you can use Nepali as well to communicate your ideas
It was based on a life of an army man.
Continue.
and नेपालीबाट हुँदा हुन्छ
Hunsa. Okay, accepted. First of all, give your introduction.
myself Sumitra Karki
Name,
Sumitra Karki
from
Bagiswori
all right. Continue.
it was the drama was based on a lifestyle of a army man जसले चाहिँ के भन्थे रे भाइटिकाको दिनमा घर छोडेको हुन्छ अनबेसी त्यो उसले चाहिँ के भन्थे रे फाइट गर्न जानुपर्छ तर नेपालमा हैन नेपालको शान्ति सेना भन्ने हुन्छ नेपाल उसले नेपालको लागि फाइट गरे हुँदैन उसले शान्ति सेनाको लागि पिसको लागि ओल्डको पिसको लागि फाइट गरे हुन्छ अनबेसी त्यस्तै अनबेसी उसको डेट हुन्छ अनि डेट भइसकेपछि अनबेसी नेपालीहरु आफ्नो लागि मात्र हैन शान्तिको लागि पनि मर्छ भन्ने त्यस्तै थियो
Okay. How did you get the inspiration for writing this drama? कसले तिमीलाई इन्स्पायर गरेको नानु?
त्यहाँ ड्रामा कम्पिटिसन हुँदै थियो त्यही भएर लेखेको
Okay, good. Plot राम्रो गरेका छौ. You have tried to catch up realistic events हैन? हाम्रो कन्ट्रीको कन्टेक्स्टमा जे घटना घट्ने गर्छन् त्यसलाई नै समातेर तिमीले लेख्ने प्रयास गरेका छौ. That is a very good attempt. हैन? तिमीले अब त्यो लेख्यौ. Keep on trying to write down similar kinds of other dramas. तिम्रो वरिपरि थुप्रो इभेन्ट्सहरु छन् त्यसलाई पिकअप गरेर लेख्ने कोसिस गर. Okay, anybody else? अरु कोही? Hello? अब तिमीहरु बोल्दैनौ हेर. अब डिफरेन्ट टाइप्स अफ राइटिङ हेर त हाउ हामी इम्प्रुभिङ राइटिङ स्किल्स को विषयमा हामी डिस्कसन गर्दै छौं. त्यसको निमित्त फर्स्ट अफ अल यु मस्ट हैव सम आइडियाज अबाउट डिफरेन्ट टाइप्स अफ राइटिङ्स. ती चीजहरु जुन चाहिँ तिमीले क्लास 11 मा गर्ने छौ है 11 मा गर्ने छौ. Some of the writings which you are going to do in class 11. Paragraph writing, you will try to write down different kinds of letters, email, blogs. Try to write down emails to me as well. Hey, there are different kinds of essays, news articles. Each subject I think you did in class 11. Sorry, class 10, class 9. Hey, our class 11 ma each is a length very follow but in a different way. Different way. We will talk about all these writings later on. Context ma, there are two questions. So I'm going to ask you those two questions. First of all, what to do to improve my writing skills? After that, how can I improve my writing? Can anybody suggest me? What should I do to improve my writing? After that, I'll talk about this. Anybody? Internal evaluation 25 marks will be given to you on the basis of your participation in different activities. Online physically there too you will be called to the front of the class to communicate your ideas, to share your experiences. So can anybody suggest me what should I do to improve my English, my writing? How can I improve my writing?
Writing को लागि त पहिला पढ्नु पनि पर्छ अनि राइटिङ लाई चाहिँ आफ्नो डेली बिहेभियर मा डेली रुटिन मा इन्क्लुड गर्नु पर्छ अनि राइटिङ स्किल राम्रो हुन्छ.
Okay, reading is essential. Second, continuous writing is also required. Duita suggestion or anybody else? Continuous reading, continuous writing. Two, or anybody else? अब तिमीहरुको यो हेर है मैले यो किन अहिले तिमीहरुलाई यो इन्टरनल इभ्यालुएसन अन्तर्गत हामीले जे राखेका छौं भोलिका दिनमा पनि पोसिबली तिम्रो परफर्मेन्स यस्तै भइदियो भने हामीलाई मार्क असाइनमा प्रब्लम हुन्छ तर तिमीले यस्तो गर्दैनौ I know किनभने दिस इज फर्स्ट क्लास र अब यो सरलाई चिनेको छैन should I speak or should I not speak यो प्रब्लम चाहिँ तिमीहरुसँग होला Okay, I will talk about all these things later on. पछि मात्र डिस्कसन गर्नेछु. How to improve your writing? What should I do? There are 5 different ways. I know अरू पनि चिज छन्. I will talk about all these things later on. Okay, thank you for today's class. Rakesh sir.
हजुर सर धन्यवाद सर
मैले आज मैले क्लासलाई यही स्टप गर्ने हो
Okay, thank you so much sir. Okay, thank you so much sir. Hello students, you can give your words regarding our Kumar Shrestha's English period, because I have already told you that he is respected principal sir of our Bagiswori college. You can say thank you. Hello students.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you sir. Thank you sir.